There it is. An awesome move. Hello everybody and welcome back to the very fourth episode of my Immortal Empires SFO campaign, playing as...
You want schemes? I got schemes.
Skarsnik of the Crooked Moon Tribe. So last episode we went ahead and took Mount Squighorn, we took the Pillars of Grungni, we defeated the Dwarves once again in another battle, but we did take a lot of damage from their lord, from those miners with blasting charges, so we are in dire need of replenishment. And what we're going to do this episode is hopefully take Karak, and then maybe start heading down to Karak, then to Black Crag, maybe that settlement over there, and then to Karak Eight Peaks. Well, maybe not all of that this episode, but that is what our future is. So, starting off, let's see what we got going on here. We have Ratgash recruiting. And I
like a good plan.
I think we probably should rank up that as well. And then I don't think we have to do anything else other than end the turn. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Let's just check diplomacy real quick just to be sure. Playing Verms, of course they want a non-aggression. Not going to give it to him. And he does not want a peace treaty either. Stupid of you, Thorgrim. Very stupid of you. But let us end the turn. Alright. On to turn 10. We're making 1,000 gold per turn. 17 turns left until the Wa is over. And we will get, after we kill the Stunties, we'll get -5% construction cost to all buildings and +5 weapon strength faction-wide for how many turns? Maybe just forever. Awesome. Love to see it.
You need me.
So Skarsnik is still heavily damaged. I'm thinking of maybe one more turn, but I don't want them to produce any more than they already have. So they already have a huge garrison. 2 grudge throwers, 2 quarrelers, 3 units with great weapons, 2 longbeards, 4 dwarf warriors, and a... what is that? Ironbreaker. So I'm thinking, boys, maybe we just go in. Oh, it'll have to be next turn anyways. Son of a biscuit-eating bulldog. Okay, let's just do it. Let's do it. Let's rock it out. And let's raid them. 500 gold for this turn. And maybe they'll be a little upset about it too. So awesome. This guy, ooh, that is a good point. Let's see what upgrades we can do. So scrap upgrades. We can get the fungus flasks, which will give them -20 speed, armor piercing missile damage. That's pretty good. Maybe we should do that for these guys. Base missiles damage. Base weapon damage. That's actually... let's do 25. Ooh, we only have 82. So I'm going to do it for these two. And then the Warlords boys, I'm going to do Fungus Flask as well. Maybe these Fanatics, the last one. The last Fungus Flasks go to the Fanatics. So I shan't waste them with some miners with blasting charges. So let's do that. We are net positive in control, so that's good. Crag Redbeard wants to mess with us, but I think there's not really much else I can do. Probably recruit a couple more units. You know, let's get them all Night Goblins. And let's end the turn. Uh-oh. An underway interception. I believe this is our Wa army. Intercepted the Mulgo Heldor from Karak. So I don't think we need to fight this. It's only 3 units. It says low casualties, you know. Well, we took 300, so fuck me, am I right? But let's go ahead and get some casualty replenishment rate and some growth. So that's awesome. No, now that is scary. If you notice up at the top, Karak is... Our buffer is finally wavering. So we're gonna have to fight the dwarves to the north. Maybe that's what that army's for. So there we go. The Darkland Orcs have died. We're gonna accept them. We got a follower, Backstabber. Don't like some git? Then send in the Backstabber. They're like nasty skulkers, but even meaner. Ranked up after winning 4 or more offensive battles and started a war. Well, mission issued. A hero becomes a legend. 1,000. And armored of silver steel, which gives me armor. And I need an embedded hero with an army. Will fight that army in battle, gaining experience. So I guess I need another. I need another hero. No, I'm not recruiting any orcs at all until I recapture Karak Eight Peaks.
Right then, let's do it.
Skarsnik did rank up,
Gobblers hungry.
so we'll go ahead and rank those gobos up one more time. And now that we killed off the only lord that was there and our Wagru,
Skarsnik.
let's go in
Me protter's ready.
for the kill. Valiant defeat is what this says. So like I said, 4 units, 2 units, 3 units, 2 units, and 2 units. They could be an issue. And I suck at siege battles. I am the worst. So I will get a battering ram and 2 siege towers. And we will continue the siege
Stab 'em up.
for 1 turn. And next, Ungren Iron Fist. Oh, the Slayer army. That's going to be so brutal. Okay. So maybe let's get a couple more of those and a couple nasty skulkers. And let's do another one. And then that should be it for his army. Character details. Can I give him anything that's good? Shroom Gatherer. Corruption. Okay. And +2 leadership for Night Goblins, so that might be worth it. Magical items. I don't have any magical items. I lost that to Thorgrim like 3 episodes ago. On episode 2. So I think with that, we could just end the turn and prepare to attack Karak.
Morgs told me to listen, so talk.
Of course, before that, Trench Craven Tail wants military access, and he's willing to pay me 200 for it. No, I don't trust you. Alright, so the Leafcutters tribe has died, so we will accept them.
A quest has been issued, mighty lord. A great adventure beckons. Be wary, though, for while the potential rewards are great, so too are the perils.
So we have access to the quest, Skarsnik's Prodder. I think we will do that before we take Karak Eight Peaks, but I will read that when we get to it, so okay. Mission issued, Research Technologies, Research 8. We are already on 2. And we'll get the Talisman of Preservation as well as the Sword of Strife. Sure, we'll get to that eventually.
Killing time.
So 9 turns until they're wiped out by attrition. What is their garrison looking like already? So they're already taking some losses. We're negative 200 a turn due to army upkeep.
I'm special.
Because all these boys. We'll need them to do something here soon, but...
Stick 'em.
I'm really bad at these type of battles.
Wah!
Kinda nervous about it. Kinda nervous. Those are some heavy boys. They only have 2 Quarrelers and 2 Grudge Throwers. We have nothing that can fly to hit the walls. But we do have Doom Catapults. I think we should be okay. It says Spheric Victory, so the computer believes in me. So I'm thinking we attack one side. Get up in there. Maybe we attack from 2 sides. Split up the army. and this one will be kind of like a distraction army. Either or, I'm going to fight the battle, and I will see you on the battle map. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the map. Unfortunately, my audio, this is pre-recorded, and I'm watching my replay of me playing this, as you're seeing now. So, unfortunately, there is a bit of a in-sync issue with the replay. So the replay showed me something different than what actually happened. So I preferred to have gone with this version, which actually shows exactly what I did during this battle. So I'm going to kind of chime in now and again, but I'm going to go ahead and let you watch what happens as it's happening. So fortunately, I was silent through most of this battle because I was focusing. But yeah, that Arachnarok got absolutely rocked by those iron breakers up on the walls there. So what's interesting is that I actually performed what I said I was going to do beforehand and do a Skarsnik folly here, right? I call this Skarsnik's folly. So what happens is I put a majority of my forces on one side and put my best forces on another. So Skarsnik and his Night Goblins are on one side. So Skarsnik and his, I love that volley from all those archers. So I put all of the expendable units on one side and made the dwarves and the AI think that that was my main force, while on this side I put all of my good units with no defenses. They only had 2 quarrelers and 1 dwarf warriors, and I had all of the wall breaking, wall sieging equipment, so I could just break the walls quickly and hit them from behind. My wall is about to come in about 10 seconds or so. And here you see that I set some trolls to the walls. So as you can tell, this is how I normally play if I'm planning to do a replay, so it's kind of all jittery and all over the place, but I set my Doom Divers up to take out the Grudge Throwers. I move up the archers. And on the real side, I finally have my Night Goblins coming in. So I'm going to make them help out the other Night Goblin units. And those guys busted down the wall in perfect timing. Archers are putting in some work. Trolls are still busting down that gate ever so slowly. The Arachnarok spider, I finally realized, wasn't even doing anything to that gate, so I finally told it to knock down the gate again. And the archers, I tell to hit those long beards, and the Doom Divers, I make sure are hitting the right targets. So here I thought would be pretty interesting, as I remembered that Skarsnik has his Doom Diver ability, which pretty much sends down a bunch of Doom Divers out of nowhere. So let's see that hit. Love that. I realize I've taken the gates. Now move in everybody. The trolls were let in by the dwarf warriors. Those guys, I guess, didn't help out anymore, so I gotta send them back in. Skarsnik come in, and of course, the world famous squig hoppers. Love those things. And I say, fuck it, of chasing after those quarrelers, and let's go take out some strategic locations. So that's what I do. The Ragnarok this is the moment I realize, I'm like, oh shit, the Ragnarok got let in? The gates aren't busted down? That's not good. So I decide to send in a couple of spearmen, normal goblins, to go up the walls. Yeah, see, in the replay, you didn't see, like, there wasn't a quarreler unit there. Those guys were getting hammered by a unit of Longbeards for some reason, even though they're not even around here yet. Maybe those guys are it. But, yeah, I finally send in all my units, and yeah, they just had to fight a quarreler unit right here. But in the replay, it was, like, completely different, and I was like, I don't want to show that. So there you see that they let my spider back out, so he still lives to see another day. And the Longbeards decide to come out and have fun with my archers that are sitting right outside for whatever reason. I guess I never put guard on them. I tell them to move back so that they can arch their way to victory. I pop a wall. Those quarrelers are handily defeated. And I think to myself, let's get those squig hoppers to go after those grudge throwers. So I send them along their merry way. Now, I did have a problem with these archers trying to get across this gate. They wanted to go every which way but the front door. So I tell them to go over there. And then I'll tell them to go over there, and then they decide to go 5 different directions.
Let's scrap. Moving fast. Stickers ready. That's good.
Send those goblin units up. These Longbeards just get absolutely peppered by my archers.
This stinks.
Boys, let's fight.
Squig hopper.
And here are my phenomenal squig hoppers. I decide to not attack those warriors coming in, or those Longbeards coming in. I decide to instead go straight for those grudge throwers. And in somehow in the replay, all of these warriors and stuff, like all of these people got stuck like down the hill and just fought in one big blob for whatever reason. I don't know why the replays do that. But then it said that my squig hoppers got caught in that mess and retreated from there. But I'm like, no way that happened. So I wanted to show you what I actually did through this. Unfortunately, I do have to, because I never talked during the battle, I gotta fill in the audio after the fact.
Running. Stabbers ready. Gonna kill him.
As you can tell, you hear some background noise. My wife just got home from work, so all the cats and dogs are all riled up. So if you hear them in the background, my apologies. Those Longbeards are proving to be a nuisance for me. So I finally send in the other troops. I do not send in the Ragnarok. Do not. The squig hoppers took out one of the grudge throwers, and now I'll send them towards the other one.
Goblins!
Finally, the archers got in. The trolls took out that dwarf. Those guys come back from running off. And I have Skarsnik to pop the wall and do this Doom Diver catapult in a perfect little position right there. In the replay, you don't see this. But on the one you're seeing it. So there it is. An awesome move by them, by Skarsnik.
Squig hoppers!
So I thought for a second, I was like, maybe I should send the Squig Hoppers to go capture the gate to let them all in, but I was like, I feel like they're fine. They're still just distracting everybody. So send in the rest of my Night Goblins to do some more damage. The Trolls, I'm going to send them after those guys.
Drink the brew!
Those Dwarf Warriors. And then those Archers with the flasks, I wanted to move up to hit the arrows into that big blob of units. Skarsnik go in after those guys. The Squig Hoppers captured that little position. And I tell the Squig Hoppers to go for the main objective, which I didn't know. They must have changed this recently because I haven't played Siege Battles in God knows how long. I think that they're atrocious. But I do play them when they're needed. And Karak Eight Peaks was a needed siege battle. So you see here, I'm peppering them continuously. I send all those archers that are there to target that one unit. In with the Doom Diver. These goblins that somehow got past, I send them up over here, if possible. Oh yeah, the Squig Hoppers I send towards the fleeing dwarves. And I tell them to capture that position. I tell them to capture the main position while the other goblins mop up the remaining units. Now this is what I found interesting. There's a locked, which I was saying earlier, I don't think I finished my thought, but this was locked earlier. See that? It's locked until I capture the other points. So I needed to capture all those other positions. I think maybe I just had to capture that and not the other resource points, but I didn't listen. And I sent the Squig Hoppers the other direction. Actually, no, I sent them down over here to finish off the last of the dwarves. I was like, you know what? If I can't win by capturing, I'm going to win by killing. Because that's what Skarsnik would have wanted. And that is Karak Eight Peaks. Woo, 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 woo. Ladies and gentlemen, we have captured Karak Eight Peaks. Our nemesis of the dwarves and Thorgrim are over. We've lost about 2,000 troops. The battle went okay. Definitely had some problems on the distracting gate. But we still managed to pull it through because of Skarsnik and his tricksiness. So we got 11 scrap from that, 1,000 gold, which isn't much for Karak Eight Peaks. They only lost 1,000. We lost 2,000, so definitely a Pyrrhic victory. 4,000 experience for Skarsnik, and we also got the Obsidian Blade, which is weapon strength plus 8% and armor-piercing weapon damage plus 100. That is huge. But we did take some serious losses. Of course, our De Warlord's boys absolutely killed it with 187 kills. The Ragnarok absolutely did not kill it today. Struggled with the gate, and then I kind of left him out because he took way too much damage. The Trolls did good with 105, and of course the Squig Hoppers MVPs for 108. Well fought battle. All of these guys took some damage, but that should be the Wa as well. Should we sack it for 4,500? You know what? I think I will. No, I'm gonna loot and occupy. Let's not go overboard here. So, the obsidian blade is ours. Oh, let me read that. A blade made of the darkest obsidian with an edge that is said to not exist in this mortal plane. No armor can stand against it. Awesome. So we got that. We've also secured the province of the Silver Road. Wa target has been occupied. So now we have -5 construction costs to all buildings faction-wide, as well as +5 weapon strength. Faction destroyed. Karak, they are no longer with us.
Games? What?
Let's repair that building. Repair that building. Repair that building. Snotling pump wagons? I don't know if I want those, but they are siege weapons, so I will take that. And of course, the Cave of Shinies for some gem mining. Over here, plus 1% research rate, income to all buildings plus 2%. Income from raiding faction-wide, negative recruitment cost, okay. Vigor loss reduction, campaign movement range, okay. Weapon strength plus 4%, pile of scrapped. Campaign movement range minus for enemy armies starting their turn in this province. And -2 attrition when under siege. That actually might be worth it because I might be leaving this behind, so I don't want to get kind of like hit. So let's go with Skarsnik's tent over here as well. We'll definitely get this plus 40 growth. We don't need this because we already have one over here, so I'm just gonna rank that up, demolish that. And we have -55. So we might have to deal with a rebellion here in a turn or two, but that should be okay. Let's look up everywhere else and then we'll go ahead and end the episode for today. The Stunty mine is going to be fully upgraded. And you know, maybe in Gunbad, we should get Skarsnik's ditches. If a camp is staying put, gobblers will be sent out to dig a ditch around it as a basic defense. Or should we do some faction-wide bonuses here? 4% weapon strength, I really like that. But I'm thinking campaign movement range, construction costs for all buildings, pretty good. Income, let's go with the income. We kind of need that now. Totem pole for growth. And I think we should probably do income from all buildings plus 10%. Absolutely. The Fallen King Mountain. So that means Karak is somewhere in these mountains over here. Have yet to take Grom Peak if he isn't sieging it down already. So I'm kind of nervous about that. But that is it, folks. Look at where we are. The Silver Road is ours. Next up, we should probably head down and capture Karak Drawn, go for Black Crag, go for Karak Eight Peaks, get Orcs, and then we have to go and kill then we gotta go kill, what's his name? The rat, and then the dwarf. Skarsnik don't remember the names. So I'm excited to continue on with this. If you like what you see, go ahead and like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next episode.